TED Talks are the most inspirational and influential video series to date. Are you dreaming to be an inspirational TED Talk speaker someday? Or even wondering how it feels to be on top of a TED Talk stage? Then this book review is what you need. Hi, I'm Paul Andre, and welcome to another episode of our book review series. Today, I'm going to show you a book that will enhance your public speaking skills. What are you waiting for? Let's get in with the review.
Paul Andre, give them what they need, here to motivate and inspire, bring the energy, let's go. Content I know you need it, all about personal branding, even public speaking, and we live streaming, this I know you'll like, get it hype.
Our book title today is Talk Like TED, the 9 public speaking secrets of the world's top minds, written by Wall Street Journal's best-selling author and keynote speaker, Carmine Gallo. The book has received a lot of positive reviews since its release in 2014. It made me curious, and I was like, okay, let me have a read of this one. Positive reviews are everywhere, so I took the chance to get my copy right away. And oh boy, this book took me by surprise. Sit back, relax, because I'm going to take you on a ride of all the good things about this book. With that said, let's get on with the review. First things first, you need to have a little self-reflection and see if public speaking is indeed your passion. The more passionate you are in the field, the easier it is to master such a skill. Passion and mastery combined are the keys to public speaking success. Speak your heart out passionately and what you want to convey to your audience. It is also important to express raw emotions too, which I'll talk a little about later. Think of it as you are telling a story in front of people. The story not only captures their attention, but you'll also have their mind and hearts too. Speaking of story, this leads us to our next section. In public speaking, you don't need to speak, but you need to tell. That's why it is important to learn the art of storytelling. Telling a story makes it much more engaging. The more engaging your story is, the better you'll keep your audience attention to you. If you've been to public speaking conventions, you'll notice how speakers will catch the audience attention. It may be a mysterious introduction, the body language of the speaker, or maybe a relatable bits that can make the audience think, hey, that also happened to me. When telling a story, always think of where you can connect with your audience. The more engaging your story is, the more powerful the connection. My favorite part of the book is when Gallo emphasized never losing your sense of humor. You may have noticed that some public speakers are too serious sometimes. However, this will get too boring in the long run. That's why you should never lose your sense of humor even as a public speaker. Try to lighten up the mood so your speaking session won't turn into a bore fest. You don't want to watch your audience sleeping halfway through the story, right? Gallo also tackles the importance of delivering something new to the table. This means giving your audience information that they never heard before. It's okay to quote other public speakers during your storytelling session. However, avoid copying their entire speech as if it was yours. This is where proper planning comes into play. For example, think of inspirational quotes and stories that are unique to you. If you copy other public speakers, there's a chance your audience will think, hey, haven't I heard that before? So avoid plagiarizing, but instead think of ways where you can deliver new information while being unique. You may have noticed that TED Talks last for a maximum of 18 minutes. TED organizers believe that this is the optimal length for speakers to deliver fleshed out ideas. You may be thinking, isn't that a little too hard to squeeze in all that ideas in such a length? This is where practice comes into play. Try to think of ways that you can tell your story without cutting the most important details. Also, don't speak too fast because you're trying to race with the clock. Stay calm and find ways to deliver the most important information from your story. Practice by video recording yourself in front of your phone. Don't mind the timer of the recording. Instead, deliver your story smoothly without being distracted. It's best to do this in a quiet room where you can focus during practice. Don't worry if there are times where it takes more than 18 minutes. Continue practicing until you get it right. Watch your recording and see what parts you need to eliminate or improve in your storytelling. Trust yourself and you'll eventually get there in no time. I mentioned earlier that the audience engagement is just as important as telling a unique story. One way to do this is by conversing with your audience. You are in front of the stage not to present, but to converse with the audience. Presentations are boring, so always avoid talking in a way that is if you are only presenting in front of an audience. Doing so results into little to no engagement with your audience at all. So while storytelling, engage with your audience by conversing with them. Talk to them as if you're talking to one of your close friends. And of course, don't forget to show your manners while doing so too. Avoid being too comfortable while conversing, or you might offend someone. Public speaking is all about being transparent to people in front of you. Gallo said that showing raw emotions is vital during public speaking. Emotions help move your audience. If you want to cry, then do it. If you want to express empowerment, then don't hold back. Emotions bring out the best in you as a speaker. It also ensures that your audience will feel the same way as yours. Don't be afraid to be transparent and open to showing raw emotions. It also gives the impression for your audience that everything you're telling to them is real, thus increasing the level of trust between you and them. Talk Like TED is a must-have for aspiring public speakers out there. What I tackled in this video is a quick summary of the lessons you will learn from this book. Carmine Gallo has done a great job in writing this book, and I know you don't want to miss it. Now go! Chase your dream as a public speaker and grab your copy today. You never know, maybe this book is the key to jumpstart your public speaking career. Thank you for watching our book review series today. Before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and want to get notified with my latest uploads, don't forget to hit that notification bell for future content that I release. Once again, my name is Paul Andre, signing out. Peace.